Well, hello everyone. I hope everybody's having a great day today. What I wanted to show you is some examples of funnels that really work for me and my agency and getting clients in the door. So, just to kind of explain, essentially what happens is we have somebody that finds us on social media such as Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, whatever it may be, or we do like an email campaign. So let's say we're going after a certain vertical, which I'll show you those funnels. But let's say we're going after chiropractors, for example. Then we might do an email blast to chiropractors, and it's a sales letter. And then they click on the link or whatever it may be to go to the next step. And then it takes them to the sales funnel. So I thought I'd show you some of these. We're getting a lot of questions about them. And essentially, you'll notice that some of them are a little different, but a lot of them have the same feel because it works. So I'm going to show you those right now. So this is very simple. This is kind of targeting people who are getting ready to retire. So for example, we might go on Facebook and say, well, we want to target people that are 50 to 70, make $250,000 a year, have $500,000 in assets. You can really dial that in, and you can even dial it in by zip code if you really want to get real specific with it. But essentially shows, hey, here's the 9 mistakes that people make. I apologize, the 9 rules to maximize your retirement, and it's a step-by-step guide that people can get. And so they'd enter their information, and they'd say, send me a free copy. And what it does is when they enter their information, it actually sends them a free digital copy. So all this is automated, and I never have to do anything until I follow up with the client. And the cool thing is that they saw us on social media. We targeted them. They clicked on it. They went here. They entered their information, got a free book. So we've given them a lot of value already. And now I'm just calling up to see if they read the book. So it's real simple. It turns it into a warm lead instead of a cold call. And it's obviously someone who's interested in avoiding common financial mistakes. So this is the first one. Then from there, I'm going to take you and show you this one. This is a different style of funnel, which essentially is like the first one, but it's a little bit more complicated. So they're going to go in here and talk about stock market risk. And so a lot of times people come to this from a webinar. So again, remember the first one, this one was Facebook, right? So they clicked on an ad, very simple. It's a lead capture page. And this one was from a webinar that they may have watched, and then they're going to get more information. And actually, it's almost a double webinar concept. It's they attended a really short webinar for maybe 5-10 minutes, and then they got information to go here to watch the extended version. So this is a really cool way to do things. So you're kind of easing people down a path instead of giving it all to them at once, right? So free webinar, how to build a tax-free income without stock market risk, and a little bit about me, and you tell them what they're going to learn. So let's go ahead and type our information here. I'll show you kind of how we're walking people through. And phone number, we always want their phone number. And register for the webinar, okay? And you see it checked everything to make sure it's good. So before you watch the webinar, request a free copy of the book, right? And so it automatically filled their information. Yes, like the book, and if you see that, look at this. So I just entered my information, and here's the webinar information to go to. Isn't that cool? Very, very cool. So we're going to just click on get your free copy. And the book's on its way, right? So I'm going to get an email here in a second with the book. So I just got confirmation about the email, the webinar. You just saw that. And then there's going to be confirmation coming with the book. And here is a survey. So this is really, really neat. Let me make this a little bit bigger for you. So did you like the information you heard in the webinar, right? My biggest worry about retirement is running out of money, for example. The one thing that I could change about the way I currently invest, well, I'm worried about stock market risk or whatever it is. So I want to retire in 5 years. So this is all good information, and they could submit that survey to us. And this is basically a Q&A, right? So here is the lead. Boom, look at that. And so the campaign and where we got them from. So now I have all this person's contact information. So obviously this is me, but it would say John Smith here, for example. So that's a really great way to get people to do business with us. And you can see here, in fact, let me just show you some ads that we run. So here is a Facebook ad. It's a Facebook event, right? This one is actually for a seminar that we do. And so hey, you've registered for the dinner, all that stuff, and they can add it automatically to their calendar, which is cool. It has all my information on it, and then over here has the restaurant where we're doing the event at. So, there's a lot of different flavors of this, guys. Essentially, what I'm saying is that not one size fits all. So, if you're wanting to offer a book to get a conversion to say, hey, I want your information on whatever it is that you're doing, then that's one good way to do this. Number two is the webinar way, right? So I just showed you the webinar way and capturing people's information and how that worked. And it's all automated. So you saw the emails I even got. And then the most important thing is to really drill down into certain niches. And so I'm going to give you a great example. One, here's a pharmacist, right? So we go after pharmacists and we target them on Facebook. We target them through email list, and it all goes back to the funnel. Okay, so it doesn't matter really what type of advertising you're doing. You post a video on YouTube and someone says, oh, pharmacist retirement program, and they go to that, and now it's branded for pharmacist, and obviously they go through the process, and you see there's some videos, free webinar, see that? So we do this process here because it works. Let me show you another one. How about veterinarians? Look, so we changed the pictures here. We changed the language for veterinarians. But you'll see there's a video here still, right? Join the webinar. Look, it looks very similar, right? The reason it looks similar is because this funnel works. Here's another one for a nurse anesthetist. This is a very niche market. These people make a lot of money. And guess what? They need your help. How about chiropractors? Look at that. See some similarities here. Here's me. Here's the video, right? How about physicians? I'm sorry, this is dentist. Apologize, dentist. There you go. So here's the moral of the story. What you need to do is, one, pick a niche market. So I'm in dentists, chiropractors, nurses, veterinarians, physicians, obviously. So all that is a niche market. Then design a funnel, or have someone like me design the funnel that works, that walks them through the process. These people are going to watch a webinar, right? Explains to them what they're going to see and learn all about this stuff. And they're going to register, right? So when they register, essentially what that's going to do is, give them the webinar information, and then they're going to request a book. And so you're just walking them through a sales process. So by the time you talk to them and they've been through your funnel, essentially they're almost pre-sold. So the conversations are, hey, I found you on Facebook. I noticed that you work with chiropractors, and I watched the webinar. All those problems I'm having with my retirement account, how can you help me? Or here's how much I want to invest. Or let me ask you a few questions, right? So that's a really warm lead, and you didn't even do any selling at all. All you did was literally call that person after they had been educated, and now you're starting to pull illustrations and go through the process. So this is niche marketing with sales funnels, guys. I hope that you enjoyed that, and hit the like button below if you'd like this video. Thanks so much.